What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Redx Alpha here, and today guys I am bringing you a Final Fantasy XIV Dark Knight rotation video, guys. That's right, with the lovely Wolves Den Pier as my background today in this video, guys. We are going to discuss my Dark Knight rotation video as stated like a few seconds ago, I guess, right? Alright guys, first things first. The Dark Knight is like every other tank. It's got a tank stance and it's got a DPS stance. What makes this tank different between a warrior and a paladin is, simply put, it can go tank DPS stance, guys, in one go. You can have either the tank or the DPS stance. If you're not sure what I mean by that, let me explain. Alright, well, first things first, guys, you guys know your classic, you got your grit. Grit, as you all know, reduces damage you receive by 20%, while lowering the damage you dealt by 20% as well. But on the plus side, it increases your aggro, guys, so you can hold the mobs and the bosses better. It's any unique skills at all? Absolutely nothing, guys. No unique skills at all. Alright, and then second of all, as you all know, we have Darkside. And guys, we all know Darkside increases your damage dealt by 15% while decreasing your MP slowly. As you guys see right now, my MP was slowly reducing. But guys, it has 3 unique skills to this alone. You can use Blood Weapon, which converts physical damage into MP. You guys have Dark Stance, which increases the parry rate by 10%. And you have Dark Mind, which reduces magic vulnerability by 15%. Guys, which is a pretty good thing. Now here's the trick. For your tank DPS stance, simply activate Grit and Darkside. No trick to it, I guess, right? But guys, the real thing is, you really can't use Blood Weapon, which I explained before, guys. Blood Weapon, converts physical damage into MP. But also, it reduces weapon, spell, and auto attack cast time, guys, by 10%. Which is, pretty good. But only when you're DPSing, right? So, but I will say that there are times where you have, if you have the highest aggro, I guess, or hate, or immunity, however you guys want to determine it, right? Which, if you guys see during the fight, I'm just going to fight while I'm talking real quick. But if you have the highest aggro in the party, which you should because you're tanking, then you can literally drop Grit for just a second. You can pop Blood Weapon, get your MP back real quick, which should only take about 4 or 5 hits to get your MP up full, or at least halfway enough to continue the fight. So when that's back up and running, just simply activate Grit. Please note, guys, that when Blood Weapon is activated and you activate Grit, sorry. When you activate Grit and you have Blood Weapon still activated, it will cancel out the effect of Blood Weapon, so there's no cheating the system in that type of way, guys. But there are other ways to increase your MP while still having Grit and Darkside on, which I will explain in a few after I show you guys the basic rotation and explain what I'm using. Mind you, guys, the cross play and stuff like that, cross class skills, those are going to be gone in 2 weeks when Stormblood appears, but I will explain to you guys what I am using at this moment for cross class skills as well. And the hotbar setup might be different, guys, because I'm PlayStation. I play on PlayStation 4, guys, and I know you can play on the PC, but the hotbar setup between PC and PlayStation 4 is just a tad different. So just try the best as possible to set up the hotbar the best way best way you can. I do flip back and forth between my hotbars, so my hotbars are a mess, but I know where everything is, so it just makes sense to me in my own way. But I'll explain to you the best way to set it up as easy as I can for you. Alright, but before we jump right into the rotation, guys, cross class skills real quick. Now I will show you guys. I'm using 5 out of 5 cross class skills, and the main ones you want to have are Covalence, which increases HP recovery from healing magic by 20%. Provoke, which makes you the top priority on the aggro meter, which basically means if you lose like the boss's aggro and it goes after your healer or your DPS, you can get it back real quick and just follow through with attacks, so that way you stay on the top priority list and number 1 on the aggro meter. Also works really good if you say you die in a raid and you get revived and you're the main tank for that raid. Pop Provoke real quick, and guess what, guys, you're back to main tanking. Just make sure that healer can keep up with your heals. Alright, the next move or ability that I use is Awareness. Awareness is an optional ability, I guess you can say. All awareness does is nullifies the chance of suffering critical damage. I tend to use that a lot, seeing how I'm not hiding behind a shield. I'm not picking on paladins, by the way, guys. That's just the best way to explain it. And if you're main tanking a lot, like I do, there's going to be times where those tank busters come, and you pop awareness, and it'll just barely make a difference, but not enough to make a strain on your healers, you know? Alright, guys. Again, another optional one is Flash, and this is all from the Paladin or Gladiator skill tree, guys, at the moment. And Flash, all it does is increases the aggro to all nearby enemies. It's basically a giant AoE provoke, basically. But you won't be top priority, but you'll be up there, so they'll start fighting you instead of your party. Alright, that's basically what that is. Alright, guys. And then I took two from the Marauder or Warrior skill tree, and those two are the Foresight, which increases defense by 20%, because, you know, you're a tank. You love that defense. You know, you gotta love it. You gotta stay alive. Be that meat shield, you know? And the second one, guys, is Bloodbath, which converts 25% of physical damage dealt into HP, which is pretty good because, honestly, if, you know, you're like 20% health or something, you're gonna wanna get that shit back real quick, you know? So it helps. You're helping the healer by healing yourself at the same time, basically. Alright, guys. Now we're gonna jump into the rotation real quick. I'm going to do the rotation, then I'll explain what I did. And mind you, guys, it's going to be 3 rotations. It's going to be a tank DPS stance rotation, a tank stance rotation, and just a straight DPS stance rotation. Alright, guys. I will do these rotations on these striking dummies here, and then I will explain to you what I did. I will also be putting the rotations and how to follow them in the description below, guys. So that's just going to be a giant plus for us all, alright? Alright, well, let's start with the tank DPS stance. Alright, guys, here we go. We'll start on this one because it's fresh. So, this is real easy. You're going to do that. And what's going to happen, guys, is that I'm going to attempt to stay quiet for this while we're doing these rotations while I'm showing you it. But then what's going to happen is I'm going to do them again and explain what's happening here. And like what I'm pressing, basically, so you guys all know what's going down. And big kicker here is you guys see my MP right now, which is kind of low, so I can't really follow through with the attack too much unless I decide to swap over, use a DPS move real fast, which I just did real quick just for the video. I mean, you guys can fight this way as well. See, but you pop that. And then you just continue, honestly. Alright, guys, we're going to repeat the process, but this time I'm going to explain what I was doing so that way it's more helpful. Only problem is we'll be on cooldown on certain moves, so I'll just say when to use that so you guys know. Alright, let me take Darkside off real quick, or actually let me not, so I can just MP struggle, guys. Give me a second. Sorry. Oh yeah, another heads up, guys. Never use blood weapon when you have Darkside on. That like defeats the point. That's like, it's like a bard giving you Mage's Ballad, and you just have like no MP to use at all, basically. I don't know. That's the best way I can explain it. All right, we got a decent amount back. All right. So guys, what's gonna happen is you're gonna put Grit and Darkside on. You're gonna trigger both of them, right? After that, you will use the move called Unmend, which launches a projectile forward towards the targeted enemy. Once that happens, that is the ignition. That is what starts your pull. You will then go to Unleash, and you will use Unleash twice. From Unleash, you will pop Salted Earth. This is an end game move, by the way, guys. You'll pop Salted Earth, which is a ground AoE, which works good for you because you'll keep holding the aggro. From there, you'll go Hard Slash, Spinning Slash, and then Power Slash, while activating Shadowskin and Foresight at the same time. And then once those two are activated, guys, repeat the process: Hard Slash, Spinning Slash, Power Slash. If your MP is real low, like how mine is, you would pop Blood Price, which actually all it does is you get MP back for the amount of times you're getting hit. Then you would pop Abyssal Drain, which unfortunately at the moment I do not currently possess, but I will get it real quick for the video. Here we go. Alright, so then you would pop Abyssal Drain twice. Alright, you pop that twice. And then by the time you do Abyssal Drain twice, your Salt to Earth should be up and running again. You pop that up real fast. And then you just continue with the same attack process. The 3-hit combo, Hard Slash, Spinning Slash, Power Slash. That's all you guys would do, really. And then, as stated, that's the first stance. It's going to look way better on paper, guys. I'm actually, like, honestly, 56 hours of not sleeping so far. And I'm a little tired, but I'm doing this video because a friend wants to learn how to Dark Knight. I told her I'll get her a rotation video up and running. I'm going to power through. I'll probably crash afterwards, but that's irrelevant to the video. So, guys, anyways, now I will explain your tank stance. Basically, same process as the tank DPS stance. You're going to pop Grit. You're going to throw Unmend at your target. You're going to pop Unleash twice. I'm only going to do it once for the video. Then you're going to do Salted Earth. Same combo as before. You're going to Hard Slash, Spinning Slash, Power Slash. Exact same thing like before, guys. You're going to pop Shadowskin, Foresight. Alright. Then same after Shadowskin, Foresight, Spinning Slash, Hard Slash, Spinning Slash, Power Slash. Sorry about that. And then actually you're gonna use Carve and Spit, which gives you back MP, guys. So again, this is another method of getting MP back. And then from there you just repeat the process. You do your 3-hit combo, you know, Hard Slash, Spinning Slash, Power Slash, and then you're good. Alright. You just keep that up, and basically you're just holding all the aggro you want. Provoke, like I said, you don't really use provoke too much unless someone steals your, you know, your aggro. On other news though, guys. All right, now it's time for the fun one, the DPS stance. Now, guys, so you're gonna pop Darkside, right? And we all know Darkside is slowly eating away at that mana of yours, because you're in battle. For me, because I'm in battle right now, my mana's slowly getting eaten away. But what you guys are going to do, pop Darkside, you're going to do Hard Slash, then you're going to use a move called Syphon Strike, which gives you back 15% of your MP per hit, and then you can either use Delirium or Souleater. For right now, I'm using Delirium. I'll show you guys Souleater in the next part of this rotation. After that, guys, you pop Blood Weapon. Like I told you guys, you all know what Blood Weapon does. Gives you back MP for each attack you do. After Blood Weapon, you're going to use this move called Scourge, which I will pop right now. If you're lucky, when Scourge pops, you will pop Reprisal, and then you would use Reprisal. After that, you would use Dark Arts, Dark Dance, and Dark Mind. I kind of did that backwards a little. And then you use Carve and Spit, which with Dark Arts on, it increases you get MP back, and it increases the potency of the attack, which is pretty good. Then you're going to pop Abyssal Drain. You pop that twice if you want. You don't really have to. You can pop Blood Prince if you're getting targeted and Salted Earth. You can pop that too if you want, but it's not required for DPS stance because you're just dishing out damage. And then after that, guys, you're going to do Hard Slash, Syphon Strike again. And this time, if you did Delirium, switch it up a notch, yo, guys, and just put Souleater on. You know, that's what I did. The only problem is Souleater, you won't get MP back. And Delirium, you kind of do. Alright. Now we're gonna walk over here into this little arena area, get out of here. I don't have an opponent to fight for me to show you guys the full rotation, to be honest. But I'm just gonna stand here for the background, I guess, really. Alright, guys. Now there's one other thing. You guys see all these skills. You guys heard me go over all these like cross-class skills and everything else that I just didn't show you in the rotation, to be fair. And honestly, guys, I'm gonna tell you why. These next abilities that I'm about to tell you, you use it when you feel it's right. When you feel the right time to activate it, you know. And basically those moves are Soul Survivor, what Soul Survivor does, which I don't think it's going to work on the training dummies, but I'll do it anyways for you guys. Basically, you pop Soul Survivor. It marks a target with a status called Another Victim, which when that target dies, you get 20% of your maximum HP and MP back. But warning, guys, Another Victim only lasts for 15 seconds, so use it wisely, like when a monster is close to death, or you know you can kill it within the 15-second time frame. For instance, I'll pop there's Another Victim, you guys just saw it. and I'll try to kill it real fast for you guys. I'll do a little DPS stance like I was telling you, and that's if I can kill it in time. And yeah, alright, it didn't work obviously, but alright, so normally what happens is when that happens, when you kill it, you get your 20% of your maximum HP MP back. Like I said, I was just trying to show you guys for the video, but I would have to go out into the fields and actually fight. The next move I'm gonna tell you guys is Plunge, and basically it just launches you forward, you know, dealing 200 attack potency to the enemy you target, which I'll do right now. That was Plunge, guys. Normally, if you want, I tend to, depending on the situation, if it's just one enemy, I'll Plunge and then Unleash twice. You know, I won't use Unmend. If it's a mob, I tend to use Unmend and then Unleash twice. But I don't always use Plunge. I use it mainly for boss pulls because it makes the most sense. You're there faster than just running over to the boss, and you can just dish out more of your combo and get more aggro up and running. Alright guys, the next move I'm going to tell you about that I didn't include into my rotation is Living Dead. And what Living Dead does is when your HP hits 0, instead of being KO'd or dead, you'll get the status called Walking Dead. No pun intended, guys. And I'm going to show you right now. It didn't happen because I didn't die, obviously, but so you get the status called Walking Dead, which will put you at 1 HP, but it basically makes you invincible, I guess. Yeah, invincible, I guess, for 10 seconds. That's the drawback, though. This Living Dead and Walking Dead only have a 10-second duration, which then, if your healer is not really moving and up and running, your HP is not back to 100% within those 10 seconds of being under Walking Dead, you will die. Doesn't matter if you're 15% HP or 20% HP. It has to be 100% to get the Walking Dead status off you. Think of it like another Doom. You know, there's certain Dooms where you can Insuna or, you know, Insuna, sorry. You can Insuna and it'll come off, but there's others that you have to heal them all the way for it to come off. Think of it like that, like another Doom status basically. Alright, just with a 10-second timer and not like 30 seconds like the other one has. Alright guys, I told you about the cross-class skill, Awareness. I didn't put it in the rotation because honestly, you pop that when you feel you need it. If you feel like you're 10% HP and you want to pop Awareness so that way you don't deal any crit damage, so you don't die while your healer's, you know, healing you up. Same thing with Covalence, guys. I didn't explain Covalence either, but same thing. If you pop that, Covalence, Awareness at the same time, you know, your healer can heal you faster. You won't deal as much. You won't get hit for as much crit damage, which is pretty good. Alright guys, another thing I didn't add was Bloodbath. Again, use at your own disposal. Bloodbath just gives you back, you know, as you guys see right now, I'm getting HP back. Getting, yeah, HP per hit plus auto attack, which is what the second HP gaining is. Auto attack plus your skill, your weapon skill, which is a bonus, guys, because you know you can help your healer get more health up, so that way it's not too much of a strain. So that way your healer doesn't have to really focus heal on you alone. They can focus on the whole party and stuff, depending on the type of healer. Some healers DPS, but that's a whole nother story. Guys, another thing I didn't really tell you about is Low Blow, which is a stun move, but it also gives you a 30% chance that the next parry you do will reset the cast timer. Basically, insta recast, basically, guys. You know, and like I said, it's a stun move. I tend to use Low Blow after I do my first tank combo, which is Hard Slash, Spinning Slash, Power Slash. I tend to do Low Blow and then continue with the combo. But like I said, guys, you guys trigger that whenever you feel needed. If you don't want to dodge the AoE, you know, just give them a kick to the balls and stun them. You know what I mean? Guys, that's basically, you know, that's what it is, really. Alright, guys, real quick, I'm going to go over the gear. It's quick and simple. I mean, nothing really to it. I'm pretty sure you guys all know the type of gear a tank requires, and that's legit the gear for your class. That is legit tank gear, guys. You know, your specific class weapon, your specific class gear. The main thing you want to focus on, guys, you want gear that gives vitality. Alright? Vitality is like your best friend. I will say this, if you're in a party with a DPS and a healer, and they have more HP than you, and you're at the same level, then there's something wrong there, honestly, guys. there is something wrong. You gotta make sure you can gloat. You gotta make sure you join the party and you're like, oh, I have the most HP in here, and you wanna gloat. You just wanna gloat it up, because that's exactly what you wanna do. Now, on the other hand, if you're in a party with where there's supposed to be 2 tanks, and another tank has more HP than you, then straight up just be like, yo, you MT, you main tank, you got more HP, you know. But that's like a whole nother scenario that I'll throw in there in a minute, guys. Now, for accessories, there are 2 types of accessories that you want to go for, either vitality or strength. And I know you're probably like, but yo, Red X, you just said wear vitality gear that's designed for your class. But see, nowadays, guys, a lot of tanks decide whether they want to be MT, main tank, or OT, off tank. And to be honest, guys, it's really quite simple. If you're going to actually tank, you want those vitality accessories. You want to be the one with the most HP in the party, guys. If you want to just be another DPS, then just honestly go with the strength accessories for more power, obviously, right? You know? But honestly, guys, I tend to stick to just vitality accessories, whether I'm main tank or off tank, because what if the main tank dies and you have to become the main, and you have to become the main tank until they get back up, or for the whole rest of the fight or raid. Now, guys, you can't main tank with strength accessories. I mean, you can, but you're putting your healer in a struggle because your HP will not be high enough for them to sustain a quick heal on you and then to heal someone else. Unless, you're like a warrior and you got those self-heal moves, but that's a whole nother rotation video for a whole nother time, guys. And real quick, before I tell you guys my Hotbar setup, I just want to go over attribute points real quick. Another quick and simple thing, everything goes on vitality for attribute points, guys. I don't want to hear, oh yeah, but if you throw in on strength, you do more damage. Yeah, that's true, but you also got the least HP in the whole party. You want everything vitality, because even while you're upping vitality, you're upping your strength at the same time. Most people don't know that, guys, but you really are. But like I said, that was a quick and simple thing, vitality, straight up. Alright, guys. Now, before I end the video, I'm going to explain the layout for my hotbar. As I said before, PC and PS4 hotbar setups are completely different. I've noticed that a couple times watching a couple videos of other players playing the game. But guys, real quick, I tend to keep hotbars, like I have 3 different setups really for hotbars. The first one is just how the game registered them and loaded them into the class hotbar while I was playing the game. The second one is what I use for dungeons. So if you got like, oh, let's run a dungeon or something, I'm in hotbar 2, honestly. And in hotbar 2, for me, I tend to keep all my buffs on the left side and all my attacks on the right side. And guys, you want to set it up as easy as possible for you. This is my tank setup, so hard slash. You're gonna have hard slash, you're gonna have spinning slash, and power slash on one side. Like I said, you could put low blow at the top. That's what I did because I tend to use it every now and then. Up directional, I'm rocking Unmend. Right directional, Unleashed. My down directional is Dark Dance, which again, you can't trigger unless you have Darkside on. And my left directional is Plunge, just because it's easy for me to access if I have to. Sometimes, guys, I even do Plunge and low blow, and then I do my combo just so that way I have an edge. But left side, guys, on hotbar number 2, as you guys see right there, I keep all my buffs on one side. So I got Grit, I got Darkside, I got Foresight, Shadowskin, Blood Weapons hanging out at down directional, Covalence, and Bloodbath. You're probably like, wait, Reprisal isn't a buff, but it's a DOT, it's a damage over time, guys. And when that pops, you want to be alert. You want to know when it pops so that you can get it. It's like a last second move, basically. And for hotbar 3, this is where it gets a little confusing, I guess, because I'm always swapping between them all so that way I know what I'm doing. But I keep the limit break on the triangle on the R2 on the right side. Then I have Salted Earth on the, which is ground AoE. We have Provoke. We have Blood Price, which, like I said before, guys, Blood Price, the more you get hit, the more MP you get back. Real great for if you're getting hit by mobs and you want MP back. Dark Passenger, which is a move that I forgot to show you guys in the rotation. I'll do it real quick, and it binds people to the floor, I guess, basically, or enemies, however you want to put it. And then you have Dark Mind, Dark Arts up directional, and then Shadow Wall. Guys, Shadow Wall is actually a pretty good buff as well. If you guys want to see what it does, I got you real quick. Right there, it reduces the damage taken by 30%, but it only lasts for 10 seconds, so you better use it right. Alright guys, and then on my left side, I use Awareness, Delirium, Souleater, so you can have your either or choice. I pop Living Dead when needed. Then you have Abyssal Drain, Scourge, Carve and Spit, and Soul Survivor as well. Guys, this is just the most convenient way for me to pop my moves, my buffs. As long as you follow the rotation skills and you put them the way you want to and it's close enough, you'll be alright. You know, but guys, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, use my rotation, it's the best one. You know, this is where it's at. No, everybody has their own style of playing the game. Everybody has their own style of like where they want their shit on their hotbar. I'm just keeping it to where how I play basically. Because like I said at the beginning, guys, this is my Final Fantasy XIV Dark Knight rotation video, guys, which kind of turned into a guide, but still, anyways, I hope this guy was very informative for you guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, you guys. Join the Wolf Pack today, #AlphaDen. Till then, I'll see you next time. Peace.